The lure of a sparkling deal is hard to ignore when a stylish ad follows you across every social media platform you own. SoftGlowMind is currently making waves by offering necklaces and rings that look like they belong in a high-end boutique for just a fraction of the cost. It is easy to get swept up in the aesthetic of their website. Everything looks clean and professional. However, looking under the hood reveals a slightly different story. This site shares the same technical skeleton as dozens of other online stores. That is a common trait for businesses that use a cookie-cutter template. While using a template isn't a crime, it does suggest that the brand might be more of a temporary setup rather than a long-standing jewelry house. You have to ask yourself who is actually behind the screen. Are they a dedicated craft shop or just a middleman for bulk items? This is why you cannot rely on the 5-star reviews they post on their own pages. Those reviews are curated to make you feel safe. You need to find the unfiltered opinions of real people on third-party sites. Search for the terms shipping time and customer service response specifically. If you see a pattern of people waiting 6 weeks for a package that never arrives, that is your answer. You also have to be very realistic about the materials being used here. Affordable fashion jewelry is often made of base metals like brass or zinc. These materials can react with your skin or tarnish quickly if they get wet. If the website is vague about the metals, proceed with extreme caution. You might be getting something that looks great for one night but leaves a dark mark on your skin by morning. It is also a good idea to check their return policy before you click that checkout button. Some of these shops make it nearly impossible to send items back. They might ask you to ship the item back to a distant country at your own expense. That cost could be higher than the jewelry itself. If you decide to take the risk, treat it like an experiment. Only spend money you are comfortable losing. Use a payment method that offers strong buyer protection. Services that let you dispute a charge are your best defense against a bad experience. A credit card gives you a safety net that a debit card simply cannot provide. This is especially true when dealing with international shipping. If your package disappears in transit, a good payment provider will step in to help you. SoftGlowMind sits in a tricky spot. It is not an obvious fraud, but it lacks the deep reputation of a trusted brand. It is the digital equivalent of a pop-up shop in a busy mall. It might be great, or it might be gone tomorrow. Keep your eyes open and your expectations realistic. Fast fashion moves quickly, and sometimes quality gets left behind in the rush to stay trendy. When you see a price that feels too good to be true, there is usually a reason for it. Maybe it is the thinness of the metal or the lack of customer support. Protecting your wallet is always more important than a cheap pair of earrings. Researching a site for 5 minutes can save you hours of frustration later. Always prioritize your security over a trendy bargain. Every time you shop at a new site, you are essentially placing a bet. Make sure the odds are in your favor before you put your money on the table. Be cautious, be smart, and stay informed.